Perfect. Perfect. All right. Okay, guys. I'm pretty sure if I did a poll in chat and if I asked you which hero you wanted to see first, you would probably vote for Ragnaros because he's the more, I would say, popular character out of the two. And you would probably also say Ragnaros because, you know, you want to mess with me a little bit because you know I'm all about that variant. So we're going to go for Ragnaros, all right? So, Ragnaros. If I had to categorize him a little bit and say like, what kind of class, what kind of playstyle does he have? I would say he's a mage, comparable to Kel'Thas, Jaina, or Li Ning. Only that he doesn't have a lot of mobility. So if you're out of position with Ragnaros, then you're gonna be in trouble. But Ragnaros comes with a sensational unique trait, and we're going to take a closer look at that here right in a bit. Okay, so let's see. I'm just going to remove my lanyards a little bit so I don't get disturbed by those. And so, look at the walking animation here already. I mean, Ragnaros is basically surging through the ground, and he's absolutely amazing. He has... Okay, let's take a look at the abilities first here, guys, right? So, the Q is called Empower Sulphurous. If I mispronounce anything, guys, you found a mistake, and I hope you're happy with it. But please don't tell me all the time. Of course you can tell me all the time, because I like to improve my knowledge as well. Okay, so, Empower Sulphurous, let's actually use it. And the next basic attack will deal AoE splash damage, and it heals Ragnaros for 20% of the damage dealt, which is amazing. So the more people you're going to hit, the more you're going to self-heal. And that is really, really cool. Okay, let's try that one, actually. Boom, there we go. AoE damage against minions, and a massive self-heal. Whoa, 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 Butcher. Okay, Butcher actually won't let me explain what the other abilities are up to. So you can already see my W here. The W basically works like comparable to Cho'Gall's Runic Bomb ability. Basically drop a meteor, and you can even say like, okay, we're gonna want to hit here Titus. Okay, well, didn't hit him because he kept moving. So you need a little bit of I would say anticipation and prediction skills in order to land that ability, but it deals an absurd amount of damage. So now you can see Tychus actually harasses quite a bit, using the Q, and we're getting you. Oh, Butcher! Leave me! No! Don't kill me! Okay, and we're gonna... Look at that damage. Absolutely amazing. Absolutely amazing. The E is called Blast Wave, and it is a buff that you can apply on an ally or on yourself. And the target that is being affected by it, let's use it on ourselves here. You see the radius around Ragnaros? It actually explodes and deals a lot of damage. So that one is really, really cool. It's a nice damage buff. Especially a warrior or a melee assassin might really benefit from that ability. A lot of people are probably going to wonder, like, hey, Kendrick, can Ragnaros mount up? And yes, he can. We don't have a mount animation or anything here, but he just surges a lot faster if he used the mount ability. All right. So those are the basic abilities, and his trait is called Molten Core, and that's probably the ability that most people are looking forward to because it's absolutely unique. It's absolutely amazing. It has a 100-second cooldown, and it comes with an empowering ability that you can use on both enemy and allied structures, namely all forts and all keeps, even if the keeps or forts are destroyed. As long as the platform is still here, which can never really disappear in the first place, you're going to be able to buff that structure, and you're going to be able to become that structure, which is incredibly fun. We're not going to use it just yet. I want to save it for an actual scenario in which we're going to be able to defend or siege something up, right? Okay, let's look at talents here. Sulphurous Hunger, so we've got Shifting Meteor, and we've got Engulfing Flame. I have no idea what to skill, so I'm just going to go for Shifting Meteor, so we get to recast the W once. Alright, so let's use the W again. Here we go. That was the W and the Q. And we're also going to use the E ability on ourselves. And Sylvanas, get away! Nope. Okay, take the damage. Take the damage, little fairy, and there we go. The AI isn't actually that dumb. The AI actually fairly smart when it comes to running away. We're also going to take another talent here at level 4. So we have Firework, which makes you know, Meteor, a little bit of a spell block tool here for Ragnaros. Not really about that defense here. I feel more like killing stuff and making people burn. Then we've got slow burn. Okay, that allows my W to also slow people. Sounds pretty tempting. And we have catching fire. Thank you, Brightwing. And now I don't want to. I want to do any of those questing talents here because we're probably not going to be able to complete them anyway. So slow burn is our talent of choice. You like the sound effects, by the way, guys? You like them? They're amazing, aren't they? Look at that damage. Absolutely fantastic. Decent wave clear, decent self-sustain. Ragnaros is a bomb, quite literally. Unfortunately, as I said earlier, he doesn't really have a lot of mobility. So once you get him, once he's out of position, he is kind of in trouble. But certainly wave clear potential through the roof. And yeah, very, very amazing. Wait, isn't this a Varian Rin commemoration stream? Dude, Takriba, get out of here! Get out of here! I'm not sure if you saw the announcement trailer or the announcement video that was released, but wasn't it epic? Wasn't it touching and moving? Because I cried manly tears when I watched it. I definitely did. All right, level 7. We have 3 talents at our disposal. Hand of Ragnaros. At least 2 heroes. Restore 10 mana. Nope. Nope. Way too passive. Way too non-aggressive. Molten Power. Yeah, I think that's pretty cool. When you cast Blast Wave on yourself, it deals. Oh yeah. Let's go for this one because we wanna. We don't wanna buff any of those AI allies. Ha! We're here to show how strong Ragnaros can be on himself. Oh, nice! My allies actually taking the mercenary camp. Super sick. Super sick. All right, let's wait for the enemies to arrive. If they end up caring for this tribute, which apparently they do not. Right? I'm cool with that. So now we're gonna try to hit as many enemies as possible. There we go. Whoa, so good. And we use that one on herself. There we go. Boom. Burst damage. Anyone? Yep, I think so. Okay, we got our W ready soon. And you can't run away from this one. Whoa. This is so much damage. There we use that. Butcher. Hello. Yes. Take the damage. Thank you. Wait for the W to be ready again. I think
That was rather violent.
that's going to be one satisfying ability to use. I can tell you as much. The range on it is superb. The damage is really, really good. So I think that's quite something. It's quite spectacular. Used our E on an ally this time. It exploded fairly quickly. And the cool thing is, similar to, I would say, Gul'dan's E, the Corruption, you cannot really dodge Ragnaros' W, the Meteor, when you're running away. Because if you place it smartly, you're actually going to be able to predict the enemy movement path. And then, there we go. There we go. Rippy! The projectile is so fast as well that it's usually catching up to all heroes, except maybe Lunara, when they're moving normally, right? So it's really, really powerful. Butcher, you, and you can't run away from that one. Triple kill. Cool. So I think got a little bit of a glimpse of Ragnaros' basic abilities right now. So let's actually take a look at the heroic abilities that we have ready at level 10, right guys? So the first one is called Sulphurous Smash. And it allows Ragnaros to basically throw his hammer somewhere. It comes down, damages enemies, and also stuns them if they're in the middle of the impact. Similar to Brightwing's Q, for example, that has like 2 radii. And yeah, so that's really can be really impactful. The second one is called Lava Wave, and it releases a wave of lava, which deals a lot of damage, obviously. And okay, it deals 33% more damage to enemy heroes. Okay, so I'm gonna let you guys in the chat decide which heroic ability we want to go for. So we're just gonna stay here. We're just gonna chill. And I'm going to wait to see what you are more interested in seeing. Do you want to go for the Sulphurous Smash, Ragnaros hurling his hammer, or his mace, I should say, or do you want to go for the big lava wave?
I hope you made the most of it.
AI Brightwing OP, yeah, Bubako, I agree. The AI is really quite smart sometimes. Lava. Wow, you guys seem to be on fire. Okay, I like it. All right. So let's actually reinforce this ongoing push here. Brightwing, get a little bit of trouble. What does the projectile actually look like? Okay, so you can cast it on the floor, on the ground. Oh, right, it goes from your core. Oh, okay. It goes from our core. Oh, that was a little bit misaimed here. Okay, we're in trouble, guys. Oh, I was reading abilities. Oh, okay, Butcher. Thank God it's not a player to punish me. Okay, so it goes from the core. So it starts all the way here, and it goes until the target location, I guess. Okay, let's just use it for the giggles, you know. Let's use it on the middle fort. Okay, sorry, guys. I was a little bit pressured here. I just wanted to make it more tense anyway. Okay, so we're going to use it here. Oh! It's coming! Okay, whatever. It's coming. That's me! It goes all the way to the enemy core? Oh, almost. That was amazing! That was amazing! Alright. But you see an icon on the minimap, and it moves rather slowly, so you should be able to dodge it, unless, of course, you find yourself in a narrow choke point, right? So, that, of course, is quite something, or would be quite something, I should say.
I grow tired of
Alright,
squabbling.
Let's actually choose a 13 talent here, guys. And we're also gonna... We haven't even showed you the coolest, most badass thing about Ragnaros anyway, right? Haven't even showed you the real thing. Let's actually wait. We're gonna go for a Submerge. So Submerge is basically a little bit like Ice Block, but it also heals yourself while you're in stasis, and it has a little bit of a longer cooldown as a result, so still pretty cool. Blast Wave damage shields you. Alright, so basically get a little bit of self-protection here to make up for the lack of mobility, I guess. Empower, healing increased, and even more self-sustain. Alright, let's go for Submerge, which is a little bit of an activatable, I'm telling you, know. Alright, so. Go, clearing those minion waves. Nothing. Cool. Let's mount up and actually help our allies in the top lane, and maybe I get to show you something like really cool. I have actually no idea how Ragnaros works myself. I haven't played him at all. I played a little bit of Variant the other day. Okay, we're using, okay, like an Ice Block, and we're healing. Nice. Okay.
You have been slain.
Well, thank you very much, Brightwing, for helping me out here, and thank you, AI allies, as always. Okay, I'm gonna use my trait now anyway. I don't wanna keep you waiting any longer, right? Okay, we're gonna use it anyway. So, Brightwing is probably gonna die here. Also, by the way, I have no quick cast, and I don't have my own personal settings on this computer. So, if sometimes I might look a little bit goofy on the heroes, it's totally not because of my insane lack of skill. Put it on the computer. I always blame the hardware, you know? Alright. Let's use it anyway. So, are you ready, guys? Before we use the badass trait that Ragnaros really brings to the table, I want to see a little bit of PokeChamp. Can we see a little bit of PokeChamp or CanChamp if you're a subby sub? Can we do that? Let's see. Let's see. Also, hey Decepti, how's it going, guys? Good to see you here on the stream. Alright, the enemies are even attacking. Perfect timing. Perfect timing. Still waiting for the first PokeChamp. There we go. Okay, ready again. Okay, let's do this. Right, using D. You want to use D, and it shows you can use it on the... Okay. Yeah! We're big! Yeah! Oh, it was amazing. Absolutely fantastic. I want to see the reactions first before I say anything about it. Okay, let's see if we time this. Oh, I think... oh man, did you see the dodge? So good. Okay, laser. Oh, okay, we can heal with the laser, or from the laser. So yeah, basically, you become the structure with a ginormous health pool, which decays over time, so you can't be a building forever. And you gain new abilities. you gain new abilities which have an insanely long range and that deal an absurd amount of damage, right? Let's actually go for Meteor Bomb. We're going to take a look at the talents later. So yeah, it's incredibly fun, but it comes with a hefty cooldown of 100 seconds. However, excuse me, at level 20, there's a talent called Heroic Difficulty. And Blizzard basically, when they did the presentation, Blizzard was like, you become the raid boss. We want you to become the mighty raid boss, right? And thus, they decided to name the 20 upgrade Heroic Difficulty. And it reduces the cooldown of Molten Core by 50 seconds. So instead of 100 seconds, you all of a sudden only have like a 50-second cooldown. And you gain more health, so it's going to take the enemies longer to actually destroy you. And you deal more damage, which is insane. I just noticed, by the way, that the enemies have a curse. So let's actually display this again. There we go. So we have a giant smash. We have, there we go. That's a super short cooldown. And we have an explosion radius. And that's an absurd amount of AoE damage, guys. An absurd amount. So that's really, really powerful. It basically turns Ragnaros into the ultimate Sylvanas counter, in my opinion. Because when Sylvanas and her team are sieging you up, they're really pushing hard. You have Ragnaros not only to make your current structure invulnerable, because it's being replaced by Ragnaros' helpful, but also to really push the minions back and the mercenaries and whatever else is pushing towards your base, you know? So that is a lot of fun and probably one of the coolest mechanics I've ever seen in the game. Can you redirect your W ability? When I fulfill the quest town, so it should be doable. Okay, let's actually give it a try. Flow Zap, you have been paying attention very well. Thank you. Okay, so we're going to cast your W, and we can actually redirect it, which is really cool. Due to our level 1 talent, by the way, Shifting Meteor. So yeah, let's actually try that on the Sylvanas. So he's probably going to use Haunting Wave to get away. Ah, almost got her. Almost got her. Let's use the Heroic Ability again. So now we call a Lava Wave. And here we go. It looks so fantastic. Here we go. As you can see, it doesn't damage buildings, though. So it's not like Sergeant Hammer's BFG, which at some point just deals a ridiculous amount of global damage on structures. But, you know, it's actually really cool. I wonder why there are no enemies nearby. No, not really complaining. And now we're going to reset with the W, and we want to hit the minion wave. So there we go. You really see, it feels very smooth casting Ragnaros' abilities. And they don't really have a lot of delay to them either. And if you don't take care of Ragnaros pushing, then you're basically... Whoa! Alright. Okay, let's actually use that on Diablo. Deals a little bit of damage. Can we get her? Oh no, he stabbed me! Okay, leave me alone, guys. Okay, well played. And once again, my allies decided to be like, yo, Kendrick, you know what? Enjoy yourself there in the front line. We basically teach your viewers a lesson, and the lesson is that Ragnaros is not a frontliner, and he should never be the first one to engage the enemies. Lesson learned the hard way. I could have used my D on the keep. Very true, Elmi. I didn't think about it, though. And I probably would have been interrupted anyway, because it has a little bit of an activation timer. So I think I probably would have been interrupted. But in theory, of course, you have a valid point. Like, if you're being pressured by the enemy team, and you have even a destroyed fort or a destroyed keep nearby, just use it. Use D and be safe, at least for a little while.
Heroes. Let your enemy.
Renin, you can use it on an enemy forts. You can totally do it. It specifically says channel on an allied or destroyed fort or keep. Okay, never mind. You seem to be right. It has to be destroyed if it's supposed to be the enemy fort or keep. So you can use it. Good point. You can't use it on enemy keeps or forts that are still alive. So I couldn't use it on this one. It would be a little bit OP if you could, but I could use it on this one because it's destroyed, right? So I could use it on this one, not on the tower, but on this one. You know what? We're actually going to do it. We're actually going to do it. There we go. Nobody's in my immediate vicinity. Unfortunately, due to the camera settings, I can't really aim it that well. Okay, now I can. Okay. Butcher, don't you want to charge me, buddy? Oh, let's actually go for heroic difficulty, so we have a shorter cooldown on it. Come on, Butcher. Come on.
My curse subsides.
Yeah. Okay. Okay, we're calling the lava surge. It requires a little bit of timing, but I think the enemies are going to be hit this time. We're going to keep them busy in the fight. No! Oh, you got to be kidding me. The AI is too smart. The enemy's AI is too smart. It actually dodged the lava wave. It's probably a good feature that Blizzard implemented into this. Oh, no! No! Okay! Oh, man. So, the enemy team's AI is working together using medevac in spectacular fashion. And unfortunately, our allies, you know, it feels a little bit like solo queue. You know, everybody's minding their own business. So, that was a little bit sad. Just a little bit. More importantly, how's Varian? Dragor, we're going to play a little bit of Varian later on. We have a 2-hour time slot to fill, and we're literally just getting started. So, no worries. We're going to save the best for the last. We're going to play Varian after we took a little bit of care of Ragnaros. By the way, guys, if you have any questions about the new heroes, about BlizzCon in general, the new heroes content, whatever else bugs you, then please do not hesitate to ask me. I will actually try my best to answer in time. Unfortunately, we don't have any notifications online, so if you're a new follower, if you're a new sub, then I probably won't be able to give you a shout out, but I will still try my best. Alright guys, we're back to live, and our lava wave is ready. Let's actually use it again. Hopefully the enemies won't be able to dodge it this time. Okay, it hits the Butcher. Oh, that's actually significant amounts of damage. And we actually forced him to juke a little bit as well. Nope, he's dodging. And that's going to be Lava Surge. Yep. Thank you, Sylvanas. What? Okay, we're going to get him. Yes. Oh, so much damage. And so much self-heal. It's beautiful. It's absolute. Oh, we might actually do it a little bit. Okay.
Excellent.
Okay, we got the Sylvanas. That's all that matters. We got the Sylvanas. And we also destroyed all 3 keeps already. But what I really want to do is, I basically, for the next time we're coming back to life, I want to go with the rest of my team, and I want to use my Molten Core on an enemy destroyed keep in order to siege the core a little bit. I'm really looking forward to seeing like how much damage that is going to deal. Yeah, you can manually cancel Submerge, pretty much like an Ice Block. It's a little bit of a pimped up version for Ice Block. It has a longer cooldown, but it gives you self-heal as well, and thus, you know, it's a quite useful ability, especially for a hero like Ragnaros, who doesn't really have a lot of abilities. So he doesn't have a dash, doesn't have a teleport or whatever. So, in my opinion, very, very important. Oh man, Butcher eyes going crazy. Pick the AI to follow you. We can actually try to do that. I'm not sure if it's possible in AI games, but if it is, Pifko, let's see. Okay. We're limited 3 pings in a row, so we're gonna have to wait a little while. Ping protection. But yeah, I never play games versus the AI on my home computer, so I didn't really know about it. But it's a really, really smart and really, really nice thing to do. Okay, guys. So we've gathered our allies behind us. The raid boss Ragnaros is actually leading the charge. Yep. We dodged the charge. We dodged the mind control. There we go. Brightman is now going to have to suffer in our stead. We called the lava wave. What? Morales behind us? Wow, so much damage.
Double kill.
Beautiful. Okay, so now we're using our trait. Here we go. And now, let's actually use it on the enemy. Okay. So far, so good. That's actually like really, really good. Because you can see the range is insane. And thanks to our level 20 upgrade, we're actually staying in this siege form, this raid form, like way longer. Alright, there we go. So cool. It's so cool. And let's get the hell out of here. We did it! GG, guys. Thank you, Pivko, by the way, for the tip. Like how you make your AI allies follow you. That might be very, very useful. And we get a nice little ending screen here for the BlizzCon client. You see Varian facing Ragnaros. If you haven't watched the trailer, by the way, the hero trailer of Varian, you see the same duel in the video as well. So it's an epic battle. The leader of the Alliance, the former king, facing the Fire Lord. And so yeah, I hope you enjoyed the first game of Ragnaros here. It's pretty exclusive, I may want to say, because Blizzard allowed me to stream from their camp here, which I consider quite the privilege. So yeah, let me know what you think. Let's actually talk a little bit about Ragnaros before we dive into the second game. So, do you think Ragnaros will see a lot of play? Do you think his kit is enjoyable from what you've seen so far? Or do you think, nah, it's not really my type of hero, not really my cup of tea? And if so, what could be changed in order to make him more enjoyable? But my personal opinion, my personal impression here so far is I think he fulfills a very nice role of a ranged poker, similar to Chromie, KT, stuff like that. And he is very enjoyable. And he does require a little bit of skill, right? You need to aim your W very carefully. You need to mind your positioning very well in order to avoid getting exposed and taking it down very quickly. And I think some of his mechanics, especially his trait and the heroic ability Lava Wave, for example, are very, very fun and very, very unique.